we should be live. Let me just check how this looks. Yeah, no, my AirPods are almost dead. Be quiet. Let me switch back to my main account. Actually, I should be live. Sweet, I am. Nice. Okay, cool. Yep, that's kind of how I want it. Sweet. So, fun. Hey guys, it's me, Cool Guy, and today I just wanted to just go over a couple quick things. First of all, I've been trying to stream a little bit more, and one way I can do that is by talking about a couple projects that I want to keep up with. The main project, at least now, being a all-in-one PC version of a CyberDeck with a CRT TV monitor. Now, I have a couple ideas of how I'm going to do it, and it'll be a little bit interesting. And this is very stream of consciousness. So first of all, this is not my first foray into CyberDecks or into any all-in-one like PC in a case products, or not products, but project, really. No, my first real foray into that space is this. This right here is my Pelican Case CyberDeck. It is running off a, I don't know, some like Chinese Intel computer with a 512 gigabyte hard drive, an SSD. It's got a like 60% keyboard in it. It has a RTL SDR, software-defined radio, a touch screen, some little switches to control your computer power, your screen power, and your auxiliary power. It has a little RF output for your SDR, and a little switch, which is, well, network switch controlled by a little mechanical switch. Woo! Look at that, that's fun. And up here you have your main touchscreen to just like touch control whatever you need to. And in the bottom, like in the little tray, you can keep your USBs, your mice, your SDRs, your USB bays, any of that stuff. But this right here is really my first foray into all-in-one PC slash stupid CyberDecks. Yeah. Excuse me. It turned out pretty well. Or at least I like to think it turned out pretty well. So I want to try something like that again, but a little bit simpler and a little bit more compact if a friggin' Pelican Case wasn't compact enough. No, my idea for it this time is getting a computer, a LiPo battery, and everything else into this. This is an Action CRT TV, like emergency weather monitor. It has a radio, AM/FM radio, as well as a UHF and I think VHF, if I'm correct. Yeah, VHF and UHF receiver. So back when analog TV was still around and transmitting, I could have gotten analog signals into this computer, or into this TV. But now it's kind of antiquated technology, as is the CRT TV. It is a black and white monitor, and it has a component input on the back. So I can transmit, well, not transmit, I can convert HDMI to component and component into this input. Now, there are a couple questions, like how am I going to power it, what computer am I going to use, and how I'm going to do the input-output system. I have a few answers to that, and I think it's pretty interesting. One of my main answers to that, one of the questions I want to answer is the computing power. What am I going to use to actually, what's going to be the brain? And I've had this thing for a minute, about a year or so, and I want to use a Raspberry Pi 5. This is, I think it's the 5B, or whatever the main Raspberry Pi 5 is. The main reason I haven't used this thing in any project is because it's kind of hard to power. For full power, this thing takes 5 volts at 5 amps, and most outputs are 5 volts at 3 amps. As well as the Pi 4 takes 5 volts at 3 amps, which is a lot easier to power. However, I think if I use a BEC and a 4S LiPo battery, a version shown here, which, quick safety note, this is a very puffy battery, I'm not going to be using this exact battery. This is just a visual representation of what I will use, probably. But yeah, the 4S battery operates at, what is that, 14 point, what's the nominal voltage of this? I think it's 14.7, 14.1 volts, something like that. Yeah, 4S is 14.7 nominal voltage, and the max will be like 16.8 volts, which that TV, and more importantly, this Pi cannot directly take. So I'll probably be using a battery elimination circuit or a BEC to just step down the voltage a little bit into something usable. And then I will replace the, what is it? The 8 D-cell batteries that went into the bottom of this thing with the LiPo battery, the Raspberry Pi, and the BEC, just all going right into here. And I'll find a way to make the, what is it, the 12-volt DC charging port on the back work as well. I think that'd be neat. And maybe later down the road, I'll throw a BMS, a battery management system, in there to actually charge and discharge the batteries. It should be neat. And for the I/O use, I think, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I would like to find a way to either change or remove the AM/FM function of this thing. If I have to sacrifice that, that's not a big loss. I'll change it out for a USB and Ethernet panel right there, so you can just plug stuff in, and bada bing, bada boom. That'll be it. Which brings me kind of to the second point I wanted to start this stream. I have a second channel called Afro Engineering. It's engineering, but I do it with an afro. Well, I don't have it yet. I'm growing it back out, and that's pretty much the main reason I haven't made any videos on it in a while. But yeah, I will be trying to stream and put more videos like this and more engineering focused videos up on that channel. If you haven't subscribed to it, please go on over there and subscribe. I think I put a link in the description of this video. I hope. The reason I haven't made any videos. I hope that's how this works. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, if you just go to the description of this video, you tap on the link there, it'll take you to the second channel. Looks a little something like that. But yeah, no, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I really hope you guys like these newer videos, and I actually hope I can get off my butt and actually make some content for these channels. It'd be fun. I kind of miss doing this. Yeah, I think that's about it. Up to 7 minutes and 53 seconds. Sweet. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. Say you hated it. Say you didn't. It's fun. Engagement's fun. Yeah, other than that, again, thank you guys very much for watching, and have a wonderful day.